I want to give you some feeling of the approach to Spring Garden. I'm standing literally at 20th and Ben Franklin Parkway. You can see the free libraries over here, Ben Franklin Parkway going towards City Hall, going this direction. And you're really here. This is the Franklin Institute. And then there's the circle as it goes around Logan Circle. I'm going to hang with you and kind of give you a drive up to the area in just a moment. I want to give you some feeling of the approach to Spring Garden. I'm standing literally at 20th and Ben Franklin Parkway. You can see the free libraries over here, Ben Franklin Parkway going towards City Hall, going this direction. And you're really here. This is the Franklin Institute. And then there's the circle as it goes around Logan Circle. I'm going to hang with you and kind of give you a drive up to the area in just a moment. Okay, so this is not exactly GoPro on a motorcycle, but I am, if you bear with me, it'll be a little bumpy, but I'm going to get some video for you to give you a feel for the approach to Spring Garden. Again, we're on 20th Street. 22nd is going north is a major connecting street. 21st going south, which goes right by Whole Foods and so on. The 20th also is a pretty straight through street going south to north. So we're going to go this direction, and then you'll be able to understand a little bit more about this area of the city. All right, got the young people on their bicycles. Whenever I see that, I feel like the mother that should go scold them about not wearing a helmet. This is the Barnes Foundation Museum on the left. We're coming up on Callow Hill. This used to be a Whole Foods and now it's turned into a Target, and Whole Foods has opened a huge site nearby, about a block away. We're in the neighborhood, I didn't see this on your final list, but we're also in the neighborhood of 2001 Hamilton. We'll be approaching that shortly. The Dan Museum is just about a block away. And here's Hamilton. So this is the City View condos. 2001 Hamilton. Outdoor dining on the right. And here we are at Spring Garden. It's actually an easy connect going down Spring Garden towards Broad Street, to connect to 95 through 676 corridor. Okay. One second. I apologize. I requested a showing today, but it wasn't approved, so I just wanted to give you an exterior overview of 1904 8 Spring Garden. Mid-sized building. So we'll take a peek. I'm going to be nosy realtor. Take a peek and see what we can sort out. Concerned about the elevator access and how easy it is to get, as you can see. We're talking about there's no way around these stairs, but I'm just concerned on the inside what the elevator is like. So I will try to preview this before you come. Hopefully they'll be more accommodating next time. And Fairmount is really just a short walk from here. So what I'd like to do is walk over and give you an idea also of the exterior of those new constructions. Condos that I sent you in the 1800 block of Fairmount. Spring Garden has a lot of these older, sort of, I would call them almost brownstone style homes. I've had clients in some of these larger, older buildings where they've been converted into condos. Not the type of condo you're looking for. It's what happens with older buildings when they're chopped up and made into apartments. It was originally a large estate home, where this looks to be purpose-built as condos. But I have to check on the history of the building a little bit more for you. So I'm going to drive over to 1801 Fairmount, take a look at that, these new construction condos that I sent you, and I'm going to bring you with me. So going in Spring Garden, of course we're going down one block. It's about 5 blocks from the condo we just took a preview of on Spring Garden. A little further north, Fairmount has a high desirability in general, but it does border a neighborhood we call Francisville, which is getting closer to North Philly. So, the further north you go, the sketchier it gets, so to speak. This is an area I'm a little concerned about. The Spring Garden condos, I think, is a little bit more of a student type of demographic and lifestyle. Based on your feedback on the other condos, I'm not sure that those would be something that you'd like. But you and I can take a look at those and decide probably very quickly. I do want to give you the approach to Fairmount. Fairmount it has been desirable with millennials. There's a lot of cafes and restaurants. Kind of a nice feeling in terms of neighborhood, high desirability. Probably not the sophistication that that I would say the sophistication or sort of cosmopolitan feeling that you would have closer to Rittenhouse, but a quiet residential area. And here we're approaching Fairmount. So, luxury condos for sale. Let me guess. Yeah, that is the building. This 1801 on the corner. These are the ones that I sent you links for. They're not finished yet. Of course, luxury is all relative, right? As realtors, we're famous for our kind of superfluous use of adjectives when we're selling real estate. I think that could be a whole comedy show. But I'm going to drive down, take a left, and we'll drive down Fairmount a bit. Actually, probably more relative for you right now with me to go just a little bit further north so you can get a feel for the area around this part of Fairmount. So I'm just going to continue a little further north and we'll circle back around. Sorry for the bumpiness, I really... There's the park over here. So this puts us really into what is called Francisville, which has been, Francisville started gentrifying back in, I'd say 2013, and has continued with some mixed results. You know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily going down, but it's not necessarily going up at this point either. But the builders were going crazy here in Francisville around that time. And a lot of these homes, these new construction buildings were built, you know, like I would say between 2013, 2016. A lot of people at the park today. I'm guessing that's what the parking here is. Now, bordering communities like this, meaning it's partially gentrified, bordering North Philly. You know, I just want to be transparent here. There has been some history of crime problems in Francisville. You can find crime anywhere in the city, but you know, there's, you know, Fairmount is like the border. I wouldn't want you to go any further north than Fairmount. Now this circles us back to 19th and Fairmount. We were at 18th and Fairmount, and I'm going to take a right so we can go up Fairmount a little. The higher street numbers, I think the better locations on Fairmount, like the lower ones, you're going closer to Broad Street and closer to Fairmount. The cafes and shops are more predominant near 18th. Well, we're at 18th and 19th, up towards 20th, 21st, 22nd, and we can go by. Excuse me, sorry, I'm driving, concentrating while I'm driving. The historic penitentiary, which is always fun at Halloween. I have never gone. I don't have the nerve. That's another story. There's a post office, a CVS, and small local shops. Like this is a little neighborhood hardware store on the right. Pizza, cafes, cleaners. They might have the haunted tours going by the time you get here to visit, if that is fun for you. Like I said, I for some reason, I've always thought I should do that, and I just never have. But here's the penitentiary. And here we have coffee houses. We're moving towards the museum area. I think this is where the millennials have like those, you know, there's bars to go to and places to get together. So as we come up, you know, this is 23rd. We're coming closer to the museum area. And in fact, getting to these large older condos that have just the horrible maintenance fees, which I wouldn't recommend. But if we go left on 24th, that'll take us back towards the art museum. You can see Kelly Drive is ahead of us. You can head out that way to the Parkway. So that gives you a flavor. Art museum is a big area, you know, and depending on the website you're on, it can include like Francisville, Fairmount, Spring Garden, all those different areas, but we are here coming right to the museum circle. And of course, that's where they have the rap concerts. I know you'll want to go to those. I'm just kidding. July 4th, I make it a point to not go anywhere near the art museum. You can see the art museum is right over there.